now around the association as we change our attention from college basketball into the pros. NBA Finals rematch for a second time during this regular season. The Nuggets and the Heat. First game in Denver. The Nuggets won by 6, 103-97 at the end of February, but it was Miami covering by the hook a 6.5-point dog. Last night, the Heat, a dog even at home in South Beach, getting 3.5. They did not cover. Denver, a victory by 12, 188. The Nuggets now, DRS, have won 4 straight. They have covered in 3 of 4. They're the best team since the All-Star break, victorious in 10 of 11.
Yeah, getting locked in here because, again, you take a look at some of these teams that are exciting, right? And you say to yourself, all right, hey, they won a great game, 150 to 140. Okay, that's what you anticipate. But the Denver Nuggets do it so many different ways. You want to get grimy? You want to play the Miami Heat? You want to slow it down? Yeah, we got you here. Oh, you want to be a close game in the fourth quarter where we pull away because we're a national champion, or should I say an NBA champion at this point? And also, looking at the box score itself, Ben, Nikola Jokic, hey, they get a triple-double? No. 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. Oh, Jamal Murray must have went off. Nope, he only had 14 points. You got 26 points out of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, and you went on the road and beat the Heat by double digits, which meant you pulled away in the fourth quarter. That is unbelievably impressive. Has to be, and again, I understand if we're talking about Boston as the best overall team record-wise, but if you're just looking at the Nuggets, steady as they go in every single ball game. Hard to bet against them. We didn't yesterday. You saw that 3.5-point line going. I don't know if Miami can win this game, but I certainly am going to bet them, thinking they can hang within the 3.5. There you go. Double-digit win, holding the Heat on their home court to 88 points. Impressive.
The Heat have now dropped 4 in a row. They've gone under in all 4 games. 217 and a hook was that total. Because of Denver's 4-game win streak and how well they have played since the All-Star break, the Nuggets back in that first-place spot in the Western Conference standings. And a little bit of separation now for Denver in the odds market as well. Plus 145 to win the West. The Clippers still the second-best price, I guess, at plus 270. Denver has won 4 straight. Dallas has won 4 straight as well. 10-point victory at home last night against the shorthanded Golden State Warriors. 109-99 for the Mavericks. They cover at home as a 7-point favorite over the Dubs. Dallas really good at home this year. As a favorite, I should say, 25-15 against the spread. And on this 4-game win streak, the Mavericks have covered in all 4. So that's the result of the game. But just something to mention, Luka Doncic, who entered last night with 7 consecutive triple-doubles, did leave the game early in the fourth quarter with what the Mavericks are calling hamstring soreness. Not sure how significant the injury is, but did just want to detail that here despite the Dallas victory.
Yeah, and they won by 10 points, which is the main ingredient last night. But again, you got to look forward to, Ben, because you're trying to get out of the play-in round here. And you see the Dallas Mavericks 8 games back of the Nuggets, but again, only a half game back of getting to that 6th spot here, which is the Sacramento Kings. And let me just explain to anybody out there, hamstring injuries are always tricky, and athletes typically are the last to know how tricky it is. You look at the NFL and they say at the game, hey, man, that just cramped up a little bit. Yeah, see you in about 3 to 4 weeks at this point. And I'm not saying that's going to be an issue here with Doncic on the sideline. But whenever I hear hamstring on a superstar and, oh, yeah, maybe I just left precautionary, he's going to be down for at least 2 to 3 games at a minimum here, and rightfully so. You're heading down the stretch playing good basketball. Who knows if you can get the 6th seed? I'll tell you how you don't get the 6th seed. Run Luka Doncic out there over the next 1 to 2 games and have him really hurt that hamstring, where now you're looking at a month where he has to sit out. This is a bad time to get an injury for the Mavericks, who we just started to say Luka Doncic has been unbelievable, triple-doubles every night, and I kept checking the box score without looking at the social media feeds. Like, oh, look at that. A little bit of an off night for Doncic. His numbers weren't moving. Well, there it was. He was actually injured in that basketball game. Hopefully, it is precautionary, Ben, but we've seen this tale before, trust me.
21 points, 9 dimes, only 3 boards for Luka Doncic last night. Again, did exit the game early in that 4th and final quarter. It was plus 135 for Luka to record his 8th consecutive triple-double. By the way, an update on Steph Curry. He was sidelined again last night, but progressing in a positive direction. A lot of people think that might have been the last game that he misses due to the ankle injury here down the home stretch. And one other historic note, potentially, Daniel Gafford, the big man for Dallas. Last night, 10 points, a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Donnie Gafford has made 33 consecutive field goal attempts. Wow. He is only 2 shy of Wilt Chamberlain's number of 35 in a row. 3 more straight field goal makes. Daniel Gafford NBA history books for the Dallas Mavericks. The Sacramento Kings, last night's second leg of a home back-to-back, but they remained in Sacramento following a 35-point blowout victory over Milwaukee, and yet we're getting points to the Lakers, who are not a great favorite this year, and it turned out to be quite a stinky line. Sacramento wins outright against Los Angeles in this California clash in the state's capital, 120-107. The Kings win outright as a 3-point underdog, winning by 13.
I thought the Lakers were the right side in this game. And even watching that game early, saw Austin Reeves going nuts from the three-point line. He ends up with 7 triples for the game and 28 points. And it wasn't even enough to stay in the ball game. The Lakers lost by double digits because of the slow start here from Anthony Davis and also LeBron James, particularly in the first half. Now, they did turn it on a little bit in the second, 22 total points for Davis and 18 for LeBron James. But that's a good victory for the Kings yesterday. I thought the Lakers were the right side in this one. Again, just looking at the box score, you give me 28 points out of Austin Reeves on a back-to-back for the Kings, I think I'm coming away with an easy victory for the Lakers. That wasn't the case last night. Good win by the Kings.
Did you see our guy, by the way, Domantas Sabonis last night? Another triple-double, 17 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. He keeps stacking it up. Because of the victory, Sacramento actually vaults past Phoenix for that 6th spot right now. The Suns fall into what would be the play-in tournament as the 7th seed in the Western Conference. This was a line, Donnie, that stood out to both you and I yesterday, breaking down the games in the NBA. New Orleans, 7.5-point home favorite. A very strong line in favor of the Pels. It turned out the line was completely incorrect as Cleveland, with Donovan Mitchell back in the lineup, only 14 points, though, in 28 minutes played, go to the Big Easy and win by 20+, 116-95, outright as an underdog.
Yeah, that was the caveat yesterday, right? You saw all those points. You say, boy, if I can get, Mitchell into the lineup regardless, he's going to be able to take some double teams away from other players. You probably would be interested. We didn't think it would be a 116-95 if he played or didn't play in this game. That's a nice win for the Cavaliers. And also, the heck were the Pels doing on their home court? Under 100 points and get smoked by the Cavs? Stop.
Snapped a Pels 4-game win streak. New Orleans under in 7 of their last 8. Just to know, NFL free agency news next.